Okay, so we got Leo Spychalla, who has decided to tempt fate and came up with, what do we got here, Leo?
This is an XF-85 Goblin. This is called the Parasite Fighter. It was a design from the 1940s. They had created a bomber called the B-36, and the B-36 was unprotected as it entered into Russian airspace. None of the fighters could follow with it. So the concept is they created a Parasite Fighter, and it's an original form. These wings folded up alongside the body, and it was stored in a bomb bay. And if they came under an attack, they would actually drop it out of the bottom bay of a B-36. The wings would fold out, and then it would rocket around and battle the enemy. The theory was that it would reattach to the B-36. It had a hook that came out of the top, and it would hook to a trapeze, and then they would pull it back into the bomber. That never really worked very well. The pilots that tried to fly it, the very, very good pilots could reattach, but the average pilot could not reattach. And so they had to belly land it on some lake beds. So that didn't work out too well, and after about 1.5 years, the entire program was canceled. But in its original form, this thing went over 600 miles per hour, and it was planned to have guns on the nose of it, things of that nature. Mine is much more simple approach to that. What we have here is an electric EDF. I have taken and put a free-wing 64 millimeter fan unit inside, and you can see that right in the belly of this. And then we also have inside there a 3-axis gyro. It's the Aura 8, and it's programmed with 3 different settings. We've got a high gyro, high gain, we have medium, and we have low. And then we also have a choice for off in case the gyro's a bad idea altogether. All the attempts that I've seen on this thing over the last 20 years, there's been one that you can look up at XF-85 on YouTube, and there was a gentleman named John out of Colorado. He built one about 20 years ago, and it had a glow-powered fan in it. And he had a dolly on the ground, and it broke ground, and it went straight vertical, and then it went straight down, and it bounced off the runway, and it went up, and it went down again, and he had a lot of pinch issues, and it never successfully flew. I think it was destroyed. There's another guy out of Spain, his name is Petronio. Petronio, I didn't see any video of his, but he talked about pitch sensitivity and the troubles as well. But
did his actually fly?
He tried to fly it, but he said it wasn't successful. And I think he gave up on it. He became dispirited. So my approach is a bit different. What you're going to see here is that the entire empennage is fixed balsa surfaces, and the only control I have is elevons, much like you'd see on a Zaggy. So what we're doing is that we're using this for pitch control. So when we give it up elevator, when it should go up, and then at that moment these will be restorative force, and it should actually kind of try to force it back to neutral. Same thing with down. These would be at 0. They would be trying to pull the nose back down. It's just a theory. Don't know if it'll work or not. So our main concern is pitch sensitivity. We're going to put it on top of a Cessna 170 and use that as the mothership. It has a bomb release on the bottom, and so we'll get up to about 600 feet and we'll cut it loose and see what it does.
We could be making model aviation history here today.
Yeah, I don't know, to the best of my knowledge, I do not know of any successfully flying XF-85 Goblins in the RC
I've
world.
never seen or heard of one that actually flew.
So here we go, and it's all scratch built. Sides are vac formed. All up weight is 16 ounces with the battery.
Is that a 3-cell or 4-cell setup?
It's a 3-cell 1300.
Okay.
And we're going to give it a go, and I'm terribly nervous. But I don't have to pilot it, and I do have a co-pilot. As soon as I launch it from the mothership, I'm going to hand my transmitter to Larry Sorensen, and he's going to land the mothership, and he's promised not to look, you know. And he's going to, and then hopefully maybe it'll be in one piece, and if it doesn't, we'll learn something.
Yeah.
And what we learn from that, I can make another one, and we'll give it a go again. So.
Perfect.
Yep,
Can't wait to see it.
Yep.
All right, thanks, Leo.
get that pin to snap in.
So I'm assuming it fits pretty snug.
There's a sweet spot.
Use my fuel if you want. I know, no, I get nice touch. Which module? I know I haven't had to change it to flight control. All patterns, that's what all Who's there? Boeing. If I do something, I can have carbon fiber spinning. Well, you can tell it looks like a Boeing thing. Yeah. We have a guy that used to do better. I bought them all over. And that's not a true it's flying as well as the areas. The plane can fly. Alright, everybody's watching. Something's happening. Yeah, they're flying that little Goblin. You want to hire so like bottom lap so higher. Yeah, I'll go up and do a circle. Find a guy.
Who's flying the Goblin?
Zach.
It's weird because I give it throttle and it
Were the real ones ever launched from a Cessna?
I don't think so.
So, the plan I gave about half a model.
Looks like the Cessna.
Come on, come on.
Get the nose down.
I think it's a little tail hurting.
I think he's about to pull out. He's gonna pull out.
Oh.
We can rebuild it. We can make it better than what.
Well. All right, so modifications. What did we do different?
So what we have is we're shifting the battery forward about an inch in order to get the CG further forward.
Okay.
Some are telling me that we got to go more, but I'm trying to be conservative about it.
For a short coupled job like that, man, just a little could be a lot.
Are you on, Zach?
I am on, yes.
Okay, so I'm moving the battery forward. The damage was pretty much just cracks to the vacuum form, so I taped up the cracks and CA'd a lot of stuff.
All right.
And we didn't change the controls at all. We left the controls the same.
Yeah.
Try and get more or less release on a not a down line, but.
It's nice releasing it that part of the sky.
Yeah, I'll try to keep that.
Bring it nice and close.
The left side was these stages, the right side was that. It was only 2 meters down. Like, oh, so he started there, but he's flying here. Yeah. Well, Alan's going to push tomorrow that we go with start station 1 is station 1. Yep. But if station 1 doesn't have anybody on it, you got somebody on 2 ready to go. Yeah,
You call it.
You got bottleneck. Yeah.
I'm going to power. Watch me.
You're on.
Just have one start box.
Okay, in release. All right, cycling again. One around.
Okay.
Somebody there, and they can start from there, and they take a spot. Yeah, we're gonna put that. You're gonna need it for the jet. Oh yeah.
When you power, watch me.
There we go.
No!
Oh.
Try down.
Oh no!
Oh.
Okay, that was better. Because we were flying for a moment.
There was a moment of success.
There was a moment.